life. That's very, very important. Why does rheumatoid arthritis occur? There's a very big spiritual master by name Ramana Maharishi of Tiruvannamalai who asked the question, who am I? If all of us ask the question, who am I? And we travel deeply inward, we'll find that we do not get an answer. But one thing we can definitely understand is I am not the I at all. I'm absolutely empty and zero. So if you ask me a question, why does rheumatoid arthritis occur? There is no specific reason. It is multifactorial. It can be genetic. It can be post-infection. It can be secondary to hormonal disbalance. There are so many theories about it. But the point is it necessary for patients to know why does rheumatoid arthritis occur? It's not necessary at all. What we just need to know, what is the clinical presentation of rheumatoid? How do you diagnose rheumatoid arthritis and what treatment you take? We cannot ask the question why. I can ask me a question why I am bald. Maybe you may call it a sign of wisdom, which is absolutely false. But keeping on asking why in science actually is very, very depressing when you do not get an answer for that. How do you treat rheumatoid arthritis? Yeah, you see, this is a woman who's treating her husband. It's not the same treatment I get at home, but you have to treat rheumatoid arthritis aggressively. The earlier the patients go to the doctor, seek medical attention, get a diagnosis done, and start treatment, rheumatoid arthritis can cause problems in you of incapacitating your life events. So what we tell everybody is diagnose rheumatoid arthritis early, treat rheumatoid arthritis early, and make the people as fine as possible. That's an important message. And what medications you give it to patients in rheumatoid arthritis? We have a variety of drugs which are given to manage rheumatoid arthritis, and the medications which are given are painkillers, which is ordinary paracetamol. In fact, you will think that paracetamol is only given for fever, but it can also be given for joint pain. It's a safe drug. Then you have another group of drugs which bring down the inflammation, and these are called anti-inflammatory drugs. You would know that something like ibuprofen, diclofenac sodium, etoricoxib, celecoxib, so many drugs are available. These are called anti-inflammatory drugs, which actually decrease the pain and swelling in the joint. But they do not have any effect on the disease process. That's very, very important. Anti-inflammatory drugs only give symptomatic relief. They do not have any effect on the basic disease process. Steroids, wonderful drugs to relieve the pain and inflammation, a highly misused drug throughout the world because patients get dependent on that. In addition to that, you have topical ointments available. So many Lilaments are available. And somebody asked me the question, what will be the effect of local application on a patient's joint? I usually tell them it depends on who does the application. You see, this cat is so nice, he's applying an ointment on another cat. So what I'm just trying to tell you is rheumatoid arthritis is treated with paracetamol, is treated with anti-inflammatory drugs, is treated for limited time with steroids, and topical ointments are also useful. Does taking painkillers for a long time affect the kidney? If you take ibuprofen, diclofenac sodium, etoricoxib, or celecoxib, in the long run, it can affect the kidney. The kidney is now dancing to glory. But after that, when it gets affected, it will cry. It will cry in grief. So what is very, very important? Do not take painkillers on your own. Do not self-medicate with painkillers on your own. And for kindly, when the doctor says, go and come and see me after 3 months, people come after 3 to 4 years. Now, when patients are coming late to me after 5 years and 6 years, when I ask them why you are not coming to see me, they say COVID. COVID has been there in India only in the last 2 years. Where was the COVID 4 years ago? So people should be compliant. They should regularly take the medication, regularly do the blood test, And they have to see the rheumatologist or the physician or the family's physician regularly, at least once in 8 weeks. That is absolutely essential. Self-medication is with painkillers is dangerous. The other problem is, if people take painkillers for a long time, they can develop stomach ulcers. That's very, very important. So one question is, how do you treat rheumatoid? You give painkillers for symptomatic relief. Do not take them long term. Always monitor the side effects with the doctor. That's important. Can I take steroids for a long period of time? Science has evolved over these years, and we assume that what Darwin said is right, that all of us evolved from a monkey. But now I should tell you, in the present scenario, we are all going back down evolution and becoming monsters in life. Extremely sorry to make that comment. Human life is become miserable, and life has get transformed from living into existence. So I asked my great-grandfather, can I take steroids for a long time? He's a very shrewd person. He says, I am the origin. Never take steroids for a long period of time. Never, 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 never take steroids for a long period of time unless and until it is prescribed by a doctor. Do not self-medicate. Do not go to the pharmacy and buy these medications without seeing the doctor. Very important. If your medicine is given only for 3 months, it's only for 3 months. 3 months means 3 months only. You cannot extend it by 3 months and 1 day. Not even by 3 months and 5 minutes. Please consult your doctor. That's very, very important. Because if you take steroids in the long run, it can cause diabetes, it can cause blood pressure, your bones can become a little weak, and you can definitely get into all sorts of problems. So don't take steroids. So this is what I said. What are steroids? Very good friends. You see that small kid playing with all the pups. Remarkable indeed is the creation of God in terms of nature, but they can be bad enemies like the serpent. When you take steroids for a long period of time, you can develop diabetes, you can develop blood pressure, your bones can become brittle, what we call osteoporosis, and you can become steroid dependent. So I would make a very important point, whether it is a painkiller, whether it is a steroid, whether it's an anti-inflammatory drug, do not do self-medication. Take it only for the time for which it is prescribed by the doctor. That's important. Now, how to control the disease?